bro, I can't do this. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even write. Oh my, Pokemon Sun and Moon were just officially confirmed by Nintendo, by Game Freak, and holy shit, I just can't right now. Oh my gosh. So freaking Sun and Moon were leaked the other day. Yes, but like, still, this is so like just hype. Like, it's its 7th gen. 7th gen, it's here, and I didn't think they do 7th gen like immediately. I didn't think they'd do 7th gen as the next game like straight away. I thought they'd like at least like continue with Gen 6 in some form. Like, no, they're just going straight to Gen 7, and like it just like leaves like just a bunch of questions. Like, what about all the Zygarde forms, and what about Volcanion, and what about AZ's Floette, and what about all those things? But you know what, to be perfectly honest, I could care less about all that right now, because freaking Pokemon Sun and Moon just been confirmed. Oh my god, I can't even, just so much hype. I just can't. Twitter is blowing up right now. I just don't even know. So for just in case any of you didn't know, I guess, freaking Nintendo, they had a Pokemon Direct. It was 6 minutes long, and it was the best 6 minutes of my life. The first half was just like, they're kind of taking like a look back, kind of a retrospective on the entire Pokemon series thus far, which I thought was like a nice touch. How they like looked back on like all the games and like all the features, and that was neat. That was nice. And then freaking Pokemon Sun and Moon coming out 2016, holiday 2016. It's happening. By holiday 2016, I don't know if they just mean the 4th quarter of 2016 or like December 2016, because normally we get Pokemon games in like the fall, like October or November, but I don't know if that's the case with this one, or if Sun and Moon's gonna be like in December, closer to like Christmas. But yeah, I'm so hyped. There were a few screenshots on in the Direct that showed off some little like details. You can see them on Cerebi. One of them is like of cars, which is really interesting. So like, are they putting cars in Pokemon? I mean, I guess they were kind of always cars, but these looked like they could be like possibly like rideable. So is that like, yo, I just realized there's like a fire truck with a Blastoise on it. Let's go, bruh. These games are just, oh my god, I can't. And there's also like a Pokeball vehicle. It looks like could be like an ambulance maybe. Which is, I don't know, are you gonna have freaking like, are you gonna be able to drive in freaking Moon and Sun? Or are we gonna ditch like the bike and the roller skates, and we're just gonna have a car? Like, I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't know. And then the next picture is they have a revamped Pokemon Center design, which I think looks really cool. It just looks super like slick. I don't know, it reminds me of the Pokemon Center from like the 2nd episode of the anime, like when freaking Ash gets the Viridian City, the Pokemon Center in Viridian City. That's what this Pokemon Center in Sun and Moon reminds me of. It really does give off the kind of like style of like, it's like a big building. I don't know. I like the new design. It's cool. It's kind of strays away from the typical design of the Pokemon Center, which isn't a bad thing. at all. And also, like, bears resemblance to Pokeball, obviously, so it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch, I like it. And then what else? They showed off one new Pokemon, and it was a wireframe model. But damn it, I don't even care. It's a pretty clearly a bird Pokemon, most likely the generic Route 1 bird of every game, like, you know, there's Pidgey, Hoot Hoot, Tailo, Starly, PETA, Fletchling, and now this, whatever this is, I don't know what this is, but it's a bird. It's got a long beak. There's another picture of it, where it looks, it's kind of like, its face is almost shaped like Snivy, almost, from the looks of this picture, of how, like, it just kind of has, like, almost a nose that, like, kind of curves a little bit. I don't know, actually, is this... No, I think this is a different Pokemon. I was gonna say, is this a different Pokemon? But... I don't think it is. I think it's the same bird Pokemon before. I mean, it could be a different Pokemon, I don't even know. It's not very detailed, but... I don't know. I mean... Can't really say, like, what... like, this is going to be at this point. We just know, like, it's, like, outlined pretty much. We don't even know what it looks like, let alone what its typing could be. I mean, at first glance, it doesn't seem to be anything, like, about it that seems, like, super interesting, so it could just be, like, another normal flying type. Then again, I mean, if you look at Fletchling, doesn't look like it has that much interesting about it, but then it becomes, like, a fire flying type, so who knows? Like I said, it's just like an outline at this point, so we barely even know. What else? Is there anything else? Was there anything else? I don't know if there was... oh, actually, I remember, why wasn't this on Cerebi? It's weird. Where is it? Hold on, let me watch back to Direct and try to find it. So there's this picture of, like, it's like this big, like, building, almost like a hotel or a mansion looking, type of place with this, there's like a horsey, statue out front, and, like, it looks really cool. I don't know what it could be. Like I said, it kind of looks like a hotel, maybe. Could be like a water type gym, possibly. And an interesting thing is that it has a horsey statue, and there was also a horsey statue in, like, water fountain in X and Y. So that's interesting. And also, the character in, what seems to be the main protagonist in this picture looks an awful lot like Red, which I don't know if they're just, like, using it as, like, kind of like a placeholder, or not, but, like, I don't know. There's a lot that could be at this point. I don't know. Yeah, is there anything? What else was it? What else? I just try to make sure I don't, like, miss any of it. What else is there? Is that it? I think that was most of what they showed. I mean, freaking sky's the limit at this point. I feel like we could get, who knows what we could get. We could get, like, anything at this point. This just, the 7th generation is upon us, and it's just, I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. Oh, and actually, something else they mentioned in the Pokemon Red, they're releasing Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow on the eShop, which most of you probably know that by now. But they said, like, they mentioned how, like, before, like, from Ruby Sapphire onwards, you're able to like transfer your Pokemon through generations, but you couldn't do that with like Red and Blue or Gold and Silver. And so you can actually transfer your Pokemon from the the Red and Blue, from Red, Blue, and Yellow through Pokemon Bank up to like. Now, they said to Pokemon Sun and Moon. I don't know if it's just going to be like in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and like they haven't figured out how to do it in like X and Y ORAS yet, or if you'll also be able to transfer it to ORAS and X and Y as well. I hope you can transfer it to like X and Y and ORAS, and it's not just like something in just Pokemon Sun and Moon that they figured out how to do, but they couldn't figure out how to do it in X and Y and ORAS. But I mean, this could like change a lot of stuff, because like their Pokemon in Gen 1 can learn a lot of moves that like they can't learn normally anymore, because you can transfer them from Gen 1. But now that you can, freaking Fissure Machamp, boys, let's go. Nice no guard Fissure, totally not broken. But I think that's pretty much it, and oh my god, I'm so excited for Sun and Moon. I can't wait. Let me know which game you're gonna choose. I mean, I feel like I don't know like enough about the game to really choose yet, but I'm like, as of right now, I'm kind of leaning more towards the Moon side of things. But yeah, let me know. And I'm so hyped for this. Gen 7 is here, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm so happy it's still on 3DS. And I was fearing it was going to be on some other shit, but no, it's still on the 3DS. We're good. Oh my god.